Alright, so in this video, I'm going to go over our solution to the LeetCode problem 138, copy list with random pointer. And so we're given a linked list of length n such that each node contains an additional random pointer which could point to any node in the list or null. Our job is to construct a deep copy of the list, and the deep copy should consist of exactly n brand new nodes, where each node has its value set to the value of its corresponding original node, and both the next and random pointer of the new nodes should point to the new nodes in the copied list such that the pointers in the original list and the copied list represent the same list state. And none of the pointers in the new list should point to nodes in the original list. And so the solution is broken down into two parts. The first part is constructing a new list such that each node has the same value as the value of its corresponding node in the original list. So to do that, we're going to need to have a pointer to iterate over every node in the original list. I'm going to call it traverse pointer. That's going to equal head. Then we also need to return a node pointer so we can make that now and use it to build our new list. I'll call it new head. And to create a copy of the list, we're also going to need a previous pointer. Alright, so to go through every node in the original list, we can have a while loop that goes until traverse PTR is null, and then at the end, at the completion of the body in each iteration, all we need to do is just make traverse PTR equal traverse PTR the next node. So in each iteration, we need to construct a new node, and that can be done by saying struct node pointer new node equals malloc size of node, not node pointer. And so when we're creating the new list, there are two cases that can happen. Either there are no nodes in the list, in which case new head will be null, or there are already nodes in the list, and we would need to make previous PTR's next field point to our new node. So the first possibility is if new head is equal to null, in which case we just need to make new head equal to our new node, and then also set previous PTR to be equal to our new node. In the other case, in which there are already nodes in our new list, all we need to do is then make previous PTR's next field equal to our new node, and then also make previous PTR equal to previous PTR's next field. And when we construct a new node, we need to, in this part of the solution, we're just making sure each node has a corresponding value of the original node. And we also need to make sure that we set the next pointers and the random pointer of each new node to be null. Otherwise, issues could occur. So all we need to say is new node val is equal to traverse PTR, which is the corresponding node in the original list, its value. Say new node next, and just set the next and random pointers to be null. Okay, let me just return new head to see if any errors occurred. Okay, yeah, sorry. We need to put struct node in this malloc as well. Oh, and add traverse PTR over there. Okay, so now for the second part of the solution, we need to assign the random pointers. And so we again need to iterate over every node in the original list. So we can say traverse PTR is equal to head again. And we also need to construct a pointer for the new, to iterate over every node in the new list. So we can say struct node pointer. I'll just call it new traverse PTR equals new head. So we'll just iterate again until traverse PTR is null, making sure we get every node in the original list. So in each iteration of the loop, we also need to make sure new traverse PTR is also set to its next field. So in each iteration of the loop, we need to find what each node in the original net list, what its random pointer is pointing to. And to do that, we're going to create two new pointers, one for the new list and one for the original list. And we're going to continuously increment those pointers to the next nodes in the list until we find that the random pointer in the original list equals the node that we're currently looking at. So what I mean by that is we're going to have two new pointers. I'll call the first one random, and this is just going to be equal to the head of the original list. And the second pointer is going to, I'll call it new random. That's going to be equal to our new head. So we need to continue incrementing these pointers in the list until the random pointer equals the traverse pointer's next field. Random field. So all we would then need to do is just say random equals random and new and so what this while loop ensures is that after the while loop's condition is false, the random pointer for any given node in the original list is held in this node pointer random we created here. And since that value is changed correspondingly to new random, since new random is changed in the same exact way that random is changed, it makes sure that new random will point to the corresponding node that random is pointing to in the new list. So all we would need to say then is new traverse PTR random is equal to new random, and then I think that should be all. see, maybe it's always good practice to initialize pointers to null in LeetCode, I think. Okay. Okay. It's kind of different runtime from when I first ran it. Let's try it again. Okay, yeah, so the runtime is fluctuating, but at least, I mean, this iteration it beat a lot of people with memory, and it did pretty well in runtime. So, yeah, thank you.